Then when this COVID came and we weren't allowed to visit and all that, then she would have been cut off from the world completely. She would have been in her room because she was, by that time at 103, not running around the place. You know, she'd get up in the morning, they'd shower her and put her into a chair or a bed. She must do a little bit of walking, but not much. And she mostly was in the bed most of the day. So had she not had the Konnekt, she would have been completely isolated, and we weren't allowed to visit from 1st of March onwards, no personal visits at all. So she would have been totally alone. And that would have been terribly distressing for her because she's quite a people person. She really enjoyed people. So, and not just my brother and myself, but the grandchildren and great-grandchildren occasionally, and a couple of her very stalwart friends would call her. So she had calls almost every day. My brother and I would call her each day, but the other people would call a few times a week. She'd have other people to talk to. And so that, I think that kept her alive, really. The nurses learned how to use this too. So now and then if I was talking, a nurse would come in the room, I could see her and we could have a bit of a chat. It gave us reassurance that she was okay each day and we could at least talk to her and keep in touch with her.
Because I couldn't visit there because we were outside the 5-kilometre ring of steel, and so we weren't allowed to go there, and I was effectively locked out of there physically for, well, initially for about 3 months. Then we had a small window of opportunity where we visited 3 or 4 times. Then it went into total lockdown again. But on each occasion, we would speak at least weekly, if not more frequently, just myself. And then I've, as I said, I've had my brother engaged, one of Mum's best friends engaged, my niece, another niece, and a cousin of mine who's into her 70s now, but she adores Mum. Communication is a very important thing in life generally, and more so when people are in aged care, where they're predominantly could be on their own a fair amount of the day, with the exception of the staff who are there. But it's a way, particularly when we go into situations that we've just experienced with COVID-19, that being able to communicate regularly is just so important for Mum. Her general well-being has improved since she's had the video phone because she's got regular communication both with and from friends and family. In fact, one of my nieces, my eldest niece, has remarked to me, quote, "Grandma seems better since having the video phone." And it made me feel good because I thought, well, that's the reason we got this, was to reduce or eliminate her being isolated and hence having a positive effect on her health.